We're going to kick this list off with Sora's partner Digimon, Biomon. Biomon is a bird Digimon, already giving her an advantage as she can maneuver and fight in the air. She's got the high ground. Not so much in her rookie form, but certainly later on. As you can imagine, Biomon fights a lot with her beak in this form, but also has several flame-based attacks as well. Her champion form is Birdramon though, becoming this full-on phoenix-looking beast, becomes much more adept at flying, can shoot fire from its mouth like a dragon, and can fire its feathers almost like meteors. It's just this big flaming beast of a bird. Its ultimate form is Garudamon, who she managed to digivolve into after feeling true love from Sora. Sora, I could feel your love. Anyway, she managed to save the other Digidestined from Meowdismon after firing her wing blade attack at him and then flying off with them, so yeah, that was pretty cool. Next up we have another favorite of mine, Gomamon. Gomamon is almost the opposite of the uptight Joe. Gomamon is much more carefree and fun-loving. I love Gomamon. I love the episode where Joe decides to climb this mountain alone to get a better view of the land, and Gomamon decides to join him and just refuses to go back to bed when Joe tells him to. He's like, don't think so, not gonna happen. He's got some sass, some real attitude. Anyway, Gomamon's champion form is Kakumon, who really looks like what Gabumon should have digivolved into, but whatever. This is a sea animal Digimon who isn't just great in a fight, but it's taking on some of Digimon's biggest villains, but is also great for transporting characters across large bodies of water. His primary attack is when he fires his horn like a harpoon, which is pretty cool. Zudamon is his ultimate form and is like the combination of a walrus and a turtle. Love it. He's got this big Thor-like hammer which he smashes into the ground, creating this big electric shock. Just awesome. And next up is Tentamon. Tentamon is an insect type and Izzy's partner Digimon. Tentamon is one of those Digimon that is, perfect offset of his partner. While Izzy is completely computer obsessed and socially inept, Tentamon possesses a similar level of intelligence but is also capable of being, more present with his friends and often encourages Izzy to do the same. His third form is pretty cool on its own with that insectoid exoskeleton, but his next Digi-evolution really amps it up. Kabuterimon looks like a four-armed version of the Xenomorph from Alien, not a friendly looking Digimon. In fact, he looks absolutely terrifying. It's basically a creature of pure instinct and attacks its enemies with no mercy. His Digimon possesses electrical powers, which is about as powerful as it sounds, but of course, we get the even more powerful Mega Kabuterimon, Tentamon's ultimate form. It's bigger, it's badder, its horn buster attack allows it to fire a powerful electrical blast from its horn, or it can fire electricity from its hands as well, which it has 4 of, so. Next up we have Mimi's Digimon Palmon, a vegetation Digimon. I always like plant-based anime creatures as well, they're just cool. This Digimon actually has quite the list of attacks, making it a very versatile Digimon. Most of Palmon's attacks are poison-based, incapacitating her targets with toxins, putting them to sleep, or draining them of their energy. And yeah, that's only in the rookie stage. Her champion form is Togemon, a big cactus with boxing gloves. Okay, I want to know where the gloves came from. Somehow that's even weirder than when Digimon just suddenly form cybernetic attachments or missiles on their body. Anyway, Togemon, pretty cool, but takes a more blunt approach to its attacks, than the previous form, typically firing its thorns at the enemy or just straight up punching them. Nothing wrong with a solid punch to the face. Her ultimate form is Lilymon, taking things back to a more plant-based place. Lilymon is pretty powerful too. First of all, she can fly, which is always a plus, and once again has a much wider array of attacks, using her vines to entrap the enemy. She can release a pollen that paralyzes her target. She can fire blasts from her hands. She's got a ton of really cool attacks. Up next is Gatomon or Tailmon. Why is it that the anime heroes who start out kind of villainous are typically some of the strongest characters? Yeah, Gatomon turns out to be the partner Digimon of the 8th Digidestined, Kari, but when we first see her, she serves under Meowdismon as a devoted member of his army. When her best friend Wizardmon sacrifices himself in their battle against Meowdismon, the Crest of Light was activated and Gatomon transformed into Angelwamon. Yeah, much like another Digimon coming up later on this list, Gatomon takes on an angel form, which I did not see coming, taking on Meowdismon and seemingly defeating him with her powerful Celestial Arrow and Heaven's Charm attack. Vmon is next on the list, the main Digimon from Digimon Adventure 2 and the partner of Davis. This Digimon is very adept at hand-to-hand combat, or head-to-head combat. That's quite the headbutt he's got there. Now, Vmon is most well known for his various armor forms. He doesn't really digivolve in the same way as most other Digimon on this list. His next form is Flamedramon, an armor Digivolution which grants him powerful fire-based abilities. For example, his fire rocket attack where he surrounds himself with fire and launches himself at his target, quite literally becoming a rocket. With the Digi Egg of Friendship, Vmon's next transformation is Raydramon. This is a four-legged Digimon resembling Metal Gurumon quite a bit and has electric-based powers. This form would be used for transportation more than anything else as the series went on. Probably Vmon's coolest armored Digivolution is Magnamon, having transformed using the Digi Egg of Miracles. He's a mega level Digimon and one of the Royal Knights. He can fire missiles from his armor, lots of missiles in Digimon, because why not? It can release a powerful energy wave from its body, and his shining gold solar storm rapidly compresses and then immediately expands space, releasing this crazy burst of gold energy.